Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to go over the MLB for Sunday, August 11th. And as you can see, the odds are on the screen. Let me start with the opening odds here with Odds Shark. Let me change that to MLB. All right, as you can see, the opening odds are on the screen. The LA Angels start out, this is an early game here. The LA Angels start out at plus 119, minus 141 for Washington. And currently, it is very similar. Only one difference. Plus 120 for the Angels, minus 142 for the Nationals. And as you can see, this minus 176 is critical. Let me pull up let's pull up where the money is going. All right, as you can see, Washington is getting, despite being a favorite, they're only getting 35% of the money, but they're getting 84% of the bets. 65% people putting heavy money on the Angels today. Now, it would make sense if you did that with the Angels on the spread on the run line. They're minus 176 plus 1.5. They are an underdog. That's critical here because they are 67% of the money. That's heavy money for the sports books. They're minus 176. That is the cost. They're minus 142. They could get away with Washington winning by a point. Therefore, the Angels win the spread. They get this minus 142, which more than likely will increase. If that increases and this doesn't increase, this 35% doesn't increase, then you may want to go with the Nationals in this one for sure. You may want to go with the Nationals for sure if they're getting this small amount of the money, considering they're a favorite. And this minus 176 is critical. Everybody's picking the Angels to get the easy money on this plus 120. Could be a trap. The under is the plus 100 even. The under 8.5, excuse me. Over 8.5 is getting minus 122. That is getting 27% of the money. 73% going under in this one. Under that 100. Sportsbooks have no value here. I would go with the over in this one. But if you want my final picks, hit me up on the Patreon. Link is in the description and in the video. The Astros and the Red Sox. Astros are minus 138, plus 118 for the Red Sox. They started at minus 137, plus 117. So everything is pretty much one off. Somewhat. Minus 130 is I'm focusing on the higher cost, I should say. That minus 130, basing it off of the 62%. 62% going with the minus 130. The underdog Red Sox in this one. Minus 138 is critical in this one. They're only getting 26% of the money, though. But they're getting 80% of the bet slips. However, Boston would make a more sensible pick. You would probably want to join the public instead of fade the public in this one. 74% going with the plus 118, positive 118. Not a huge cost to the sports books, to the bookies, pretty much. And it's over 10. Minus 120 is the cost. Getting 71%. Let's see what the under is getting. Minus 102. So sportsbooks make money either way. The favorite, I would go with the public in this one, in this game here, more than likely. Now, Texas Rangers versus Yankees. Currently, it is plus 124 on the money line for the Rangers, minus 146 for the Yankees. That huge minus 162 cost is critical for the Rangers. That plus 1.5 cost for the Rangers. Rangers are not heavy favorites in this one across the board. Only 8% of bet slips are going with the Rangers on the run line. 12% are going with 12% of money is going with the Rangers in this one. 88% going with the Yankees. 92% of the bet slips are going with the Yankees on the run line. They have a plus 134 cost. In this situation, You may want to join the public in this one as well. That cost, if this cost decreases at all, you may want to go with the Yankees in this one. More than likely. They are huge favorites in this one, which is in MLB. If you approach that minus 150, that is a huge favorite in baseball. You rarely see a favorite get higher than minus 150 in any given day. But yeah, that minus 118 is critical as well to under 9.5. It will more than likely go under, and it's not getting that much of the money either. 30%. Minus 118 much higher than minus 104. If you see that minus 104 decrease, then it's definitely going under. If you see this minus 104 turn into minus 110, even across the board, minus 110, go with the over. Basically, if the over increases at all, go with the over. Next one, the Oakland A's versus the Toronto Blue Jays. It started out at plus 131, minus 156. Plus 131 for Oakland, minus 156 for Toronto. And currently, it is plus 132, minus 156. Very similar to how it started, pretty much across the board with all these games. Minus 154 cost for the underdog Athletics on the run line. Only 21% are going there. Toronto's a heavy favorite in this one. They have pretty much been dominating a lot of games lately. A lot of their opponents here lately. When they do win, that is. They've been dominating. And this minus 156 to minus 154 could hold true. As far as the Athletics on the run line, Blue Jays on the money line, over under getting 8.5, minus 120 for the Blue Jays. That is more than likely going to happen. Where's the money going? Yeah, 63%. They're getting most of it. Under looks safe in this one. San Diego versus Miami. San Diego, a huge favorite on the road in Miami. Minus 126 for the Padres on the run line as a favorite, which is rare in baseball. Let's see where the money is going. San Diego is a massive favorite in this one. On the run line, 95% of the money, 95% of the bets. Only 5% going with Miami in this one. If this holds true, then it would be safe to go with Miami across the board and make the easy money. If this holds true. But with them getting such a huge amount of the money, it would be safe to go with the Padres on the money line, Miami on the run line. But if you want my picks, get the Patreon. My final picks, that is, plus 105 is not a significant amount, but it will get you something, especially when fading the public at only 5% versus 95%. Baltimore versus Tampa Bay. Let me scroll down. Minus 128 to start out. Plus 109 for Tampa Bay. Minus 116 to minus 102. Tampa Bay has gone down significantly since the opening. That minus 170 is key versus plus 140 for the favorite Orioles. Minus 170 for Tampa Bay in this one. They're only getting 11% of the money. 89% going with Baltimore. That would be critical to pay this amount plus 140. That's a significant amount to pay 89% of the public. 73% based off of an even. Well, some have it even. Minus 108, minus 108. But it shows here they are minus 116, minus 102. It would be a safe bet to go with the Orioles money line, Rays on the spread run line. Over under at 8. The under is getting minus 112. Under is getting the most amount of cost. I would join the public on that total. All right, Cleveland versus Minnesota. Minus 118 to minus 101. This is the opening odds. And the current odds are minus 118 to plus 100. Dead even for Minnesota on the money line. 44% going with them in this one. 56% going with the favorite in this one. 50-50 on the money. On the spread, the run line, the minus 170 is critical in this one to plus 138. Those are huge numbers in their respective directions in the game of baseball. 70% of the bet slips are going with the Guardians. 50% of the money going with the Guardians. 50-50. Guardians look safe across the board in this one. Over under. Under is getting 67%. 2/3 of the money. And the under is getting minus 105 in this one. The minus 105. Minus 105s hit way more than the minus 115s. Just keep that in mind, especially in the game of baseball. Especially on the totals in the game of baseball. All right, minus 184 for the Braves, plus 154 for the Rockies, minus 122 for the Braves on the run line. Where is the money going? Heavy favorites are the Braves in this one. I would fade the public in this one easily. That 98% is too much, and 97% is too much on the run line. 98% of the money line. That is just too much, basing it off of the minus 184. That is a significant amount, however. And a minus 122 is a significant amount, however. That if you fade the public, you would have to take the risk and fade the public if it remains that high by the opening pitch. Minus 120 for the over, basing it off of the 8%. You would be safe joining the public on the total in this one, but the minus 120s hit more often too as well. They hit quite often too. Just keep that in mind. High scoring game, a lot of people expecting it to be. Over would be the safe pick, but the under would be the risk. Basically, all the underneath ones here would be more of a risk, but they would be more of a reward as well. Detroit versus San Francisco Giants. Plus 144 for the Tigers, minus 172 for the Giants, minus 146 for the Tigers. On the spread, they started out at minus 172 for the Giants, plus 146 for the Tigers. Very similar, just 2 points off for the Tigers. Where's the money going? 92%. Going with the Giants. 53% of the money, that is, going with the Giants on the run line. 88% of the bet slips, though. So people betting heavy on the Tigers based off this minus 152. This will be easy. This minus 152 to minus 172, those would actually be safe bets in this one. The over-under is at 8. The over getting minus 104 cost currently. And at minus 174 is critical. I would go with the over. I would join the public in this one, as well as the money line, but fade them on the run line in that game. But let's scroll down. All right. Phillies versus Arizona Diamondbacks, minus 132 to plus 112. Where did they start? Minus 113 plus 103. Minus 113 plus 103 for Arizona. Minus 132 plus 112. Where's the money going? 41% going with the Phillies. 59% going with the Diamondbacks. Minus 120 is on a lot of betting sports books. A lot of bookies have it at minus 120. FanDuel has it at minus 132. The spread, the underdog Diamondbacks are minus 146 cost, basing it off 26%. 74% of the money going with the Phillies on the run line. This one would actually be quite a safe pick if you just went on top across the board. The over-under is at 9. Under 9, minus 112 for the under. Over is getting 79%, excuse me, of the money. In this one, I would join the public in that one currently as it stands. May change come opening pitch, before the opening pitch. Dodgers are heavy favorites versus the Pirates in this one. Where is the money going? 84%. I would join the public in this one. That -1, -255. But I would not recommend betting on this one. When the odds are this high in baseball, these are the kind of games you avoid. And I will be start doing a chart. I'll be start doing a like sheets chart to let you see which bets are like caution and which ones basically like a scale on my picks. Which ones I would recommend you bet on, which ones I would not, or which one I would have you caution, or something like that, green light or whatever. And yeah, 69% going with the money with the Pirates at that even 100. The -120 is enticing though with the favorite Dodgers. The under is getting the -120 at 8.5 at only 10%. The over is pretty much about even, not much value, but still, if majority of people are betting on it, you may want to join the public if it remains that way come opening pitch. You might want to join the public on the total in that one. Otherwise, go with the under. Go with the under. Even if the amount of the money decreases, this goes toward 80, 75, then fade the public. Fade the public, I recommend. New York Mets versus Seattle Mariners, +108, -126. -126 for the Mariners, -196 for the Mets. Going with the run line at almost -200. Let me scroll down. 42%. That is a significant amount. You may want to join the Mets in this one. I would go with the Mets on the money line as well. Only 10% of the money. Only 18% of the betting. The +108 is not a significant amount, but it's better than nothing. That -196 you may want to avoid if you're going to pick that, but that would be the pick for now. Under 7.5 at -120, basing it off of the 18%, 82% going with the over in that one. You might want to fade the public on that one. All right, and that is it, everyone. I will see you all in the next video. You guys take care. I've been Scott. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description and in the video. Pray every day. You guys take care.